What's up, everyone? Vu of Envu Films, and of course I'm back with another idiotic video for you to watch. And yes, it's been a while since I last posted and like a legit YouTube video instead of like those stupid shorts that I've been doing. I've been really busy, and it kind of got me thinking. Like, I've been wrapping up a pretty big project for a corporate client and just been non-stop editing wedding films. I mean, I've been dishing out 2 full wedding films per week, and this is not spending the whole week doing it. Literally, I start on one Saturday, I finish it Saturday. I start on one Sunday, I finish it Sunday, because during the week I'm doing my corporate job where I do corporate film photography. So it just kind of had me thinking, like, I'm assuming a lot of you guys had subscribed to me. You see a guy who's relatively successful doing this videography stuff, not a typical career, doing IT, doing accounting, which is what I used to do. Typical 9-to-5 office job, and that I'm successful. But the fact that I haven't been posting on YouTube and just how busy I've been, this past year pretty much, but even more so this past week or past month, I just want to let you guys know the truth, the real deal of what it's like to have this career. Yes, I pull over 6 figures a year. I provide for my family. I have 2 kids. My wife doesn't have to work. She's stay-at-home mom, taking care of the kids. Things of that nature. My kids are going to be taken care of. My wife's taking care of, all that stuff. I think a lot of people don't realize is, and even sometimes I don't really think about it enough, is that the amount of work I got to put in to stay at this level of security, it's definitely a lot more than like the average dude that probably gets paid the same as I do in total. I keep certain types of company. I keep like-minded friends, not just in videography, but in general, about how, to be successful and to, maintain a standard of living. And, they probably work a lot less than me, they probably have normal lives, Monday through Friday, do their 9-to-5, 9-to-6. Do they enjoy their job as much as me? Maybe, maybe not. But they probably make more than I do. And they actually have Saturdays and Sundays off. They could go travel. They could take their kids and their family out to wherever, have a good time. Whereas a dude like me, I mean, God, you're talking about 7 days a week on the grind, on the hustle, working my ass. And I want, to make you guys realize that this YouTube stuff, like dudes who do videography and filmmaking on YouTube, it's pretty rare to be like a Peter McKinnon or a Hapuja or one of these other big YouTubers, and that's kind of what you see is like these guys traveling, doing all this lavish stuff. But the vast majority of us are like me. The vast majority of us, hustle, and if we're not hustling, we're probably not earning nearly as much as some of the other dudes with like other career paths, like big time government contract, IT, finance, things of nature, these careers that just make a lot of money. The reality is, this career here that I have, is great, right? Like, I probably enjoy, my hours of work a lot more than the average person because, videography, filmmaking is a passion, but I'm working a lot. I don't get, even though my enjoyment of my normal day is probably a lot higher than regular people, I don't get to do the extra element of enjoyment where I get a lot of free time and travel and stuff. Like, even right now as the NFL playoffs going on, I'm watching the playoffs on my phone while I'm on my desk editing videos. I just kind of have it there, and I'm just kind of like watching here and there while I'm focused on editing a wedding film. So it's not the same as a dude gets to sit back and relax on a Sunday on his couch with a nice cold beer and just watching the game, eating chicken wings. That's not my life. I don't get to do that. And that's just what it takes, right now, for me to be able to to maintain my standard of living. And I think a lot of you guys out there, if you're starting off, if you are starting to do some video, part-time the way I used to, and you have other 9 to 5 job, and you want a certain lifestyle, you want to have a certain standard of living, these are some of the things you got to consider. Maybe I'm positioning myself wrong and stuff like that. Maybe I could do this, that, and the other to make more money without having to work as much. And that can't be the case. But I think I got to be real and tell you that, hey, look, like you gotta, you're not every day. You're one of those filmmakers that just get paid like, I'll get $100K contract. You're set for the year. You know what I mean? Like, it's a grind, guys. And not all the time that you get to do stuff that you actually enjoy doing. Like I do enjoy like probably 80 to 90% of the work I do. Like a lot of the weddings I film, I do enjoy filming weddings, and I do enjoy editing them for the most part. And there's like some projects, especially in the corporate world, where you got to do, and it's just not that enjoyable, man. You're talking about like corporate interviews, talking head stuff. Like, once you like get past like getting the image to look nice and grading it and it looks good, and then you gotta watch like hours and hours of just dull, boring information that you have to cut and edit, make sure that it's delivered correctly. Like, it's a dagger. You know what I mean? Like, other than seeing a good image, the actual information that you have to like sift through and listen through and cut and edit, sorting, searching for stock footage, things of nature to implement in the video, it's a killer and it's a drag, and it's not very enjoyable. So no matter like what you're doing, when it comes to being a creative videographer, unfortunately, most of the time, if you want to get paid a certain amount of money, you gotta do things that you actually don't like doing. I actually wouldn't even, there's probably some things that I probably enjoy more doing accounting than actually doing some video editing. You know what I mean? Because, when I used to do accounting, there's a lot of just, little spreadsheets you do here that's really quick, easy, you're done, bang, get the paycheck. You know what I mean? But then you got these complicated ass videos that is, you got to sit there and watch and cut, and it's like boring the hell out of you, and then your computer's kind of chugging along because it's like a lot of graphics and all this crap. It's a dagger to your soul. Especially if you like telling stories, you like being creative with your shots, like I am, and it's part of it. So what I'm trying to tell you is, before you go ahead and quit that job that's paying you 80, 90, 100, 120K a year, 6 figures, whatever, and you want to chase your passion in videography, this is something you got to think about. Not all of us, it just seems like these videographers, on YouTube just live this lavish life, getting all these nice gear and all that stuff, and it looks all cool, but, a lot of them, they're big YouTubers, they're getting paid by the Squarespace ads, their Storyblocks ads, these other sponsorships, whereas the vast majority of us are like me, where we are on the grind, on the hustle, trying to sign clients, trying to get work, and I'm trying to pay the bills. And it is what it is. It's a fine line of chasing your passion, doing the work you're passionate about. It's a fine line of making sure you're taking the jobs to pay the bills. And unfortunately, this is where I'm at right now. I would like to do more YouTube videos for sure, but YouTube doesn't put food on the table. YouTube probably pays half of my car bill a month, which is better than nothing. But if I had a choice between uploading and working on a YouTube video or working on a client video, I'm working on the client video, man, because that is my bread and butter. I try to give back as much as I can to the community and to other guys that are like me, trying to hustle as a videographer, filmmaker, cinematographer, whatever you want to call yourself, out here on these streets. Trying to maintain your standard of living. Try to provide insights, you know what I mean, on what it is really like to work as a videographer. You know, it's not all about traveling, going to the airport and vlogging and all this stuff, looking all cool. It is a grind, guys. So just some insight I want to share with you. Hope it was helpful. Hope it was insightful. Hope, you know, it helps you make a decision on whether or not you want to get into this full time or not. Until next time, lighten up.